guys, I'm going to show y'all how to plan our homeschool week without spending money every week, without overcomplicating it. We're a one-income household, so this is just what works for us on a budget and during real life. It's not a one-size-fits-all, but I'm hoping you might be able to pick up some tips. Use what you want, throw what you don't. All right, let's get started. So first I just take a look at the calendar and see what we've got going on. Days that we've got to run out of the house, we've got commitments. Our flow will be a little different than usual. Tuesday, for example, we've got story time at the library every other Tuesday. So I might not start school until 12 until later. Some days I won't start until later. Some days I will start sooner and stop sooner, depending on what we've got going on. It's too stressful to try to cram a whole day of 8 subjects into one day when we also have other things going on. So I go ahead and prepare for that. Get ready. Okay, so another thing we do is run off a loop schedule. What that means is we've got some core subjects that we do try to get done every day, for the most part. And then we have a couple of subjects that we will rotate through. We start Monday, we've got to pick up a history. If we've got enough time in the day, we will finish history and we will move on and go ahead and squeeze some art in. If not, that's fine. We'll pick it up on Tuesday, and so on and so forth. It's not a big deal if we don't finish it. We just pick up where we left off the next day and we loop these, we rotate them. Now, there are a couple of reasons we do that. Number one being, of course, if we've got other commitments, that gives us a little bit of free play. We've not crammed the entire day full of work to do. Also, some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. That goes for me, that goes for the kids. Some days we have easy lessons, some days we have hard ones. Today it might take my middle child 10 minutes to run through his math lesson. He advances on, and tomorrow it might take 20 or 30. So this gives us some flexibility in our lesson timing and, of course, all our other commitments. So Monday through Friday we do the core subjects, we rotate through. Fridays I always keep intentional and light because we do grocery day every Friday anyway. We'll repeat our Bible verse. I may give them an oral quiz down the road. We might practice some math skills while we're at the store. We don't dive into a new lesson. We may do any tests that we might have, and we might read for a little less time. But Fridays are light for my sanity. Another benefit from our loose block schedule, I guess you'd call it, we don't schedule out every single minute what's going to be happening. Real life happens. With a house of 7 people, nothing is ever going to go as planned. It saves me the mental energy of keeping up with the exact minute all day long, keeping up with that schedule. Less stressful for mom, and easier flow for mom and kids and everyone. Less stressful for mom also would mean less burnout. When I'm running on a tight schedule and I'm keeping up with every single minute, every single day, I'm going to get burnout on it, and we're not going to stick with the plan as thoroughly. So this helps us to stay consistent. Being looser scheduled throughout the day, we're able to stick to the plan better. And I'm not beating myself up for going off track or not checking off every tick box. Okay, and the last thing I think I have to say is I always make sure to give us grace. Okay? during the winter months like now, it's more likely that someone in the house may end up waking with the latest funk going around. If we feel mildly funky, but up to it, we might continue to go about our normal activities. But if we're just feeling too under the weather, I have no problem with scrapping what we've got going for today and moving it to the next day. No pressure. I'm not going to feel bad that I'm behind now. We just keep going with the flow. Continue on. No stress there. The progress is what matters here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It won't be perfect, especially every single day. Making progress is what I'm concerned with. And if we're doing that, that's a win in my book. All that to say, if your weeks feel messy sometimes, that is completely normal, or at least that is for us, okay? This is just one way to keep things a little calmer without doing too much, without feeling overwhelmed, and ultimately not following through. I hope this helped. Thanks for spending a few minutes here with me. I'll see you in the next one.